On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we are back with another crazy old school car from Sullivan Auto House. They somehow have done it again. This is a 77 Datsun B210. 5-door. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and today, like I said, we are here with this 1977 Datsun B210 5-door that Sullivan Auto House just listed on Bring a Trailer. So the listing is already live. If you're interested in this car, you can buy it today. I saw it sitting there, and we just drove that Chevette. You guys love the Chevette, and I saw this, and I was like, wow, that's even nicer. How do you keep doing it? First of all, and second of all, let me drive it. They were like, absolutely, you can take it out. And this thing is a dream to drive. Compared to modern cars, it has 0 features, but that was also kind of the motto of the Datsun B210. There were no standard features, and this car got equipped with a bunch of features and is missing a lot of things that you kind of expect that it would have. So today, we're gonna check out this one owner, bought new in 1977, repainted in the 90s, and a new interior was put in it as well. Super low mile Datsun B210. This lady cared about this car, it seems like, more than anything else in her life. She took care of it immaculately. It's so nice. So first of all, let's do a quick walk around this thing. We'll start over here at the driver door mirror where we normally start, and you can see that it does not have heated, power, anything mirrors, no power folding. It has the original USDM mirrors. These are interesting though. This car was also, it is the Nissan Sunny, right? And it's the precursor to the Nissan Silvia. So they were figuring out their chassis design at this time. But in Japan, they have those big bullet mirrors mounted up here on the fender, and those are beautiful too. We all love seeing those mirrors here in America, but this has the USDM chrome mirrors on it. And really, they look pretty good too. Let's check out these wheels here. What do we have? We got some Guardsman Plus, and they're from 2010. Honestly, not bad at all. I don't see any dry rotting or anything. The tires look like they're in excellent shape. They've got nice hubcaps on them. That's a cool hubcap design. I like the honeycomb kind of, or 4-leaf clover, I guess. It wouldn't really be a honeycomb, but it's a really nice looking hubcap. And it's a steel wheel underneath, and they are 155/80 13s, sitting on 13s. Yeah, they 13s, but we keep them clean though. You can see the paint on this thing is immaculate. When they repainted it, they did such a nice job. It's got even the wiper arms are nice. The cowl's been painted properly. The sprayers, oh, this is really, really cool. Anyway, we'll keep our walk around going here. These are the USDM bumpers too. So in other markets, they didn't have to have these giant bumpers, but like pretty much every car that got imported into America, they had to add a bunch of safety features, and one of the main ones was huge chrome bumpers that protrude out of the car. So the styling might look better in other countries, but you know what? Once they are USDM cars, I know people love to argue about this. I know Porsche guys love to delete the USDM bumpers and go back to the slick looks. Once they're already imported, we are used to that styling. And honestly, I think they all look good with these bumpers. So it's a love it or hate it thing. I think that once you have a car in a market, that look is its look. And these look good to me. Love the front end of this thing. It's got the big D for Datsun in the center, some nice turn signals that are very amber. It's a really cool deep amber right there, and some big round sealed beam headlights. And we'll open the hood here in just a moment, but I want to take you on a quick walk around the rest of it. We've got a little extendable antenna. It looks like it's all the way up. 2 sections right there. I guess it's kind of 3 sections, but yeah, she gets pretty tall. Little B210 badge here in the back, and no other 5 doors have been listed on Bring a Trailer before. This is the first one. All the others are the fastbacks, which are the 3-door here. And we'll get the key out and open the trunk too. All of this looks so nice. All this chrome, the amber turn signals. It sure is basic, but what a good looking car. It's got a lot of, she's got a lot of character, a lot of style. Let's go ahead and start with the trunk. I don't want to spoil the secret here, but look at the interior. Look at it. All right, we'll get to that in a minute. The interior is just too nice on this car. All right, so we've got the Nissan. My grandma's car had one of these. That was a Nissan One in that exact same blue. And that was in the 90s. That was a Stanza. Let's see. Ooh, is this a multiple key car? That's interesting. Sure is. Wow. Wow, look at that trunk. It looks like the day it was produced. This is beautiful. It's crazy getting the opportunity to drive some of these unbelievable, unmolested cars. Oh, I see. There's supposed to be a little black piece of trim. That's the one thing it's missing, I guess. But still, I mean, that looks like something the factory would do. And then over here, it looks even more factory. And there's just a little cover. The gas tank is probably hiding in there, if I had to guess. It sure looks like the gas tank's hiding in there. The gas door's right here. And then the parcel shelf's right there with some speakers in the deck. Well, that is a very cool trunk. Not much else to talk about. I don't think it even has a light. It does not have a switch. It does not have a light. Sears stuck their tire warranty up here on the trunk lid. That looks super cool. What was the date? 85. 85 in Salina, Kansas. And this car did come from Salina, Kansas. It was sold in Salina at their Nissan dealership, I think is what Brandon told me. Unbelievable survivor. Lived there all its life, one owner. Pretty crazy. This lady really took care of her car. And before we head inside, let's go ahead and pop the hood and check out the engine. All right, nice. All of it feels perfect. It feels like this car has never been touched. Brand new. Here we go. Wow, even the hood release is nice. Woo! Look at that girl. What a classic engine. I thought this car had no options. Boy, was I wrong. It's got air conditioning, factory air, and it all looks so cool. Let's jump in here under the hood. So this is the A14 1.4 liter 4-cylinder, and it looks like every single part of it is new. This is unbelievable. First of all, I love the valve cover. That old Nissan logo is so classic right there. Look at that, an original Datsun alternator on there, I think. It looks original. It looks so nice. Every single part of this. Nissan original fuel filter right there. This is all the AC stuff right here, and it's all copper piped, hand bent, beautiful work. Like Craftsman did the AC work on this thing. It probably leaks now, let's be honest, because nowadays we would have done it in a single line. But this is like hand bent, beautiful artwork. So cool. Even the wiper motor looks cool. Everything under here. Look at that vacuum valve. All of this is just unbelievably nice looking. Factory paint on the belt tensioners. The smog pump is still hooked up and running, and you can see that beautiful stock AC compressor peeking out down there. And look at all the plating, all the cadmium plating on all of this. It looks like it has 3 miles on this car. I know it's a little dirty, but it looks brand new. So it's kind of unbelievable to see under the hood. Coil hanging out over here. It's got the big old ballast resistor. This is really nuts to see a car like this much of a survivor. It doesn't look like any parts have ever been changed. One of the vacuum tees looks new. Really nice looking. I didn't think this thing had power brakes, but it sure does. Sure does have power brakes. And here's a clutch reservoir right there. This is, like I said, the 1.4 liter, and it is the 4-speed manual. You could get this in 3, 4, and 5. So I guess they did spec a few options, honestly. They gave it AC. It's got the rear window defrost, which has to be pretty rare, and it uses a really weird logo. I'll show you in just a second. It's the logo Land Rover uses for a heated windshield. 4-speed manual instead of the 3-speed or the 5, and you could also get a 3-speed automatic, and they didn't spec any of those. They went kind of in the middle. But just having AC in 77 is still really impressive to me. Factory AC that's very well done. So cool. All right, let's head inside and check out this wildly stock, brand new feeling interior. Just starting here on the driver's door is very cool. They did a lot of nice detail with this scallop here on the door panel. Let's check out the windows. You can tell it was repainted. They left a little overspray on the glass. Didn't razor blade that off, which is interesting, but wow, it runs so nice. This thing is just, what a specimen, right? Oh, Listen to that. Listen to this. I don't run into many cars that are this old and run this nicely. It honestly, when I tell you it feels like a new car, it feels like a new car. Fuse box, very cool, hiding out down there. There's your hood release, of course, your 3 pedals, and it all looks brand new under there. Little storage right here, tilt, slide, and then the seats, unbelievable. Whoever reupholstered these found this beautiful factory, I assume this is like a factory fabric, and it has all these colors in it that just looks so nice. Usually you get in these and there's something you forgive. You'll be like, oh, the horn doesn't work. No, literally every single thing in the car works. I can't sing its praises enough. So 40,000 original miles. Love the Datsun logo and the gauges. The gauges are as simple as it gets. You've got speedo, no tach, no nothing. Speedo, odometer, tripometer, temp, fuel, and dummy lights. That's it. And then, does this light up? It does not light up. That's kind of interesting. It has a green on there like the switch itself would light, but then you think about it, it's a metal stem, so of course it doesn't light up. But those are your parking lights, headlights right there, gauge illumination, dimming right there. Really cool little vents. Oh, these are super cool, aren't they? It looks like they're, I think they're pushed on and off. They are! Wow! That is cool. Be careful with those. I do not want to be the person to break those. You don't want to be the person to break those. I bet they're unobtainium. There's all your wiper controls. I assume this is aftermarket, but it looks really, really nice. So a little Kenwood cassette player head unit, lighter, another Datsun logo in the center of the dash, the fasten belts light on the timer, and then that is the rear window defrost, which is clearly the logo for heated windscreen on every other car in the world. So that's kind of interesting. I assume that lights up. And then let's check out the glove box. Oh, little baby cup holders. You can't put anything in there. That's smaller than a can of pop. Here's a reference for modern. But yeah, that's smaller than the base on a can of pop. And nothing in there but a tire gauge. Oh, the key number's in there. Okay. And 2 tire gauges, honestly. I think that's the only downside in the whole car is the dash crack. And then down here, we've got AC, vent, defrost. Isn't there a switch to turn the AC on and off? I guess you just have to have it on AC. Okay. Well, it all runs really nice. Let's be honest. I don't want to push too hard on anything, but it all works just fine. Just needs a little exercise there. There's our 4-speed manual. That's it, that's the whole tour. There's not much to talk about. So now let's climb in the back and see just how small the back seat is. It looks roomy. Look at that, I think I fit. Oh, those Nissan seat belts. Oh, it's got the classic Nissan smell. Oh, it smells delicious in here. It's got 2 layers of floor mats in the back. I fit. My head does touch the ceiling, but I fit. And it's a really comfy seat. So there you go, that's a complete tour of a 77 one-owner Datsun B210. Not something you see on the road anymore, that's for sure. It's probably the first B210 I've ever seen in real life, and it's probably a pretty reasonable sale if you truly want, you know, the car that everyone on the internet says they want. They want no features at all. No modern features, that is. This covers everything that you need, and it doesn't have any modern features, and I bet it sells for a very reasonable price. And also, it's antique tagged right out of the gate, so it costs you nothing to drive this if you want it. And it's honestly a cool car to take to Cars and Coffee. People are gonna come check this thing out. All right, let's get it out on the road. We gotta drive it. Here we go, let's start this thing up so you guys can hear. It has that perfect Nissan ignition. You know this ignition, they used it for like 1,000,000 years. They used these keys for 1,000,000 years. They used all of this stuff forever, and it's all really, really good. Okay, if I can find the right key. Here we go, starting it up. Oh, cool. Listen to the buzzer for fasten belts. Wow. A lot of class there, Nissan. A lot of class. Let's check this out. We gotta turn it on. What's going on? Wow. It works perfectly. Single speaker. I'm mind blown. They even told me the AC does work in this car. So with that said, let's put it in gear and go drive this piece of history. Oh, no power steering. It did not get power steering. I thought they optioned it with power nothing originally, but apparently they gave it a couple things. And we are off, at least almost off. Not a lot of power out of that 1.4, I can tell you that. It drives great, but it's not a lot of power. You kind of have to use some RPM. You know, we're used to cars at this point where every 4-cylinder, it doesn't need any throttle to take off. Like normal 4-cylinders make 4 times what this makes now. It's pretty crazy. Here we go. It drives like a dream. Wow. I can't tell you how many cars like this you drive. You get in something from the 70s and you expect nothing to work like a modern car or things to be broken. It just all works. I just noticed even the wiper blades are like current. They look brand new. Every single maintenance item was taken care of on this car. So crazy. This car drives so well, I took it shopping. I went and bought some candy, got some Albanese gummy worms, bus gummy worms, obviously, you guys know that. And some mixed nuts, because you gotta be healthy if you're gonna eat candy at the same time. This car just drives so nice, I was like, why not just use it? We're already out and about. So the locks all worked perfectly. You know, a lot of times I can't even lock these old cars. You're like, they probably won't unlock. Everything's perfect. The locks snap back and forth like the day they were new. It's crazy. What a survivor. I wouldn't say it's fast, but it does the speed limit. We're cruising. No front end noises, no rear end noises. Woo-hoo-hoo. Usually you give these cars a lot of leeway. It doesn't matter how many noises they make out of the back end, how many clunks come out of the driveline. You're like, yeah, I mean, it's 50 years old. Of course, that's all expected. No, this is a new car. It actually does everything like a new car, except the shifter's a little wobbly, but that's because they didn't have the tolerances we have now. I mean, if we feel any wobble in a shifter, we're like, oh, everything's bad. And on this, you're like, yes, it's normal. It goes into every year perfectly, so there's nothing to complain about, don't worry. Unfortunately, I picked the most dreary day. It's overcast. You don't get to see the paint pop in the sun, but what a treat. Literally, what a treat to drive. So anyway, like I said, if you want to buy this thing, it's for sale now. I'll throw a link in the description below. Good luck without power steering. I mean, it's fine, but you're gonna have to get strong. And if you don't get strong, just drive this car a lot and it'll take care of it for you. It's your daily arm workout. It's not that bad. Here, watch. I'm still one-handing it, but then you end up putting a lot of force in it. You know, it's just pre-power steering stuff. So if you do want your daily arm workout, you could leave that part out of your gym routine and take care of it on the drive to the gym. So there's no top speed tests in here, no big pulls. Obviously, I'm gonna baby this perfect engine that this old lady took care of. She didn't sell this till she was 94 years old. That's when she finally let go of it. And she bought it new, kept it her whole life until she finally had to clean out the garage. So pretty unbelievable. That is a comprehensive review of a 1977 Datsun B210. No top speed test, no handling test, like I said, but what a great car to drive. Anyway, huge thanks to Sullivan Auto House for letting me take this thing out. I love driving these old cars, especially ones that are perfect. Like, I can't tell you how great this was. And don't forget to check out their website. I'll throw a link in the description below. Don't forget to head on over to shop WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts just like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. Even the blower fan sounds new. Listen to it. It's only on one. Oh, it's moving some air now. Woo. It's just a good car.